Guard your attention, the most valuable thing you own. Stoicism. You lock your front door at night. You put a password on your phone. You would never leave your wallet open on a park bench. And yet, every single day, you hand your mind to strangers for free. You let an algorithm decide what you feel. You let a headline you did not choose dictate your mood for the next 3 hours. Think about that. You guard your money like a hawk, and you give away the one thing that money can never buy back. Your attention. It is the most valuable thing you own, and almost nobody is protecting it. The Stoics saw this coming 2,000 years before the smartphone. They did not have notifications, but they understood the human mind, and they understood that a mind left unguarded becomes a public road, trampled by whatever passes through it. Marcus Aurelius, an emperor who ran the largest empire on earth, wrote a line that should stop you cold. He said that the soul takes on the color of its thoughts. Your inner life, he understood, is dyed by whatever you dwell on. If you soak your mind in outrage, you become an outraged person. If you steep it in fear, you become fearful. Whatever you repeatedly give your attention to, you slowly become. This is not a metaphor. It is a description of how a human being is built. You are, quite literally, the sum of what you have paid attention to. Seneca noticed something even sharper about how we handle our lives. He observed that people are fiercely protective of their property. Nobody willingly gives away their land, their coins, their possessions. But when it comes to time and attention, we are absurdly generous. We let anyone take a piece. We waste the one resource we can never earn back, and we act as if it were infinite. Seneca said it is not that we have a short life, but that we waste much of it. We are not poor in time. We are careless with it. And Epictetus, who had been a slave and knew exactly what it meant to have your body controlled by another, pointed to the one thing no one could take from him. He called it the ruling faculty. Your capacity to judge, to choose, to direct your own mind. Guard that, he taught, above everything. Because the moment you let the outside world command your inner attention, you have handed over the only thing that was ever truly yours. So let me give you 7 rules for guarding your attention. Practical, stoic, and built for the world you actually live in. The first rule. Choose your inputs the way you choose your food. You would not eat garbage all day and expect to feel strong. Yet you scroll through mental garbage for hours and wonder why your mind feels sick. Every video, every headline, every thread is an input, and your mind digests all of it. Doom scrolling before bed is like eating fistfuls of sugar before sleep. It tastes like nothing and it wrecks you. The Stoics practiced choosing their impressions carefully. You can too. Before you consume something, ask a simple question. Is this feeding me, or is it just filling me? Curate your inputs with the same seriousness you would bring to your own health, because that is exactly what this is. A diet for the mind. The second rule. Not every provocation deserves a response. Someone will be wrong on the internet today. Someone will bait you, misquote you, insult a thing you love. And a voice inside will scream that you must reply, right now, or the wrong will stand. Epictetus taught that between what happens and how you react, there is a space, and in that space lives your freedom. Most provocations are hooks, and the bait is your attention. You do not owe every angry comment a defense. You do not have to attend the argument you are invited to. When you feel that pull to react, pause. Ask whether responding actually serves anything, or whether you are just being reeled in. Silence, often, is the strongest move on the board. The third rule. Outrage is a business model, so do not be the product. Understand how the machine works. The platforms you use do not make money when you feel calm and satisfied. They make money when you stay, and nothing keeps you glued like anger. So the system is tuned, deliberately, to enrage you. Every furious quote tweet, every rage bait headline, every comment section engineered to make your blood boil, that is not an accident. That is the product working. And the product is you. Your attention is being harvested and sold. Marcus would tell you to see the thing clearly, to strip away the story and name what is really happening. When you catch yourself spiraling in fury over a stranger, remember. Somebody is getting paid for that feeling. Refuse to be the crop they harvest. The fourth rule. The phone is a door, so decide who gets to knock. Right now, your phone lets anyone in the world interrupt you at any moment. A notification is a stranger knocking on the door of your mind, and you have set the whole house to answer automatically. That is madness. You would never let a random person walk into your home whenever they pleased. So take the controls back. Turn off notifications that do not matter, which is nearly all of them. Decide when you open the door, on your terms, not when a red dot demands it. Epictetus would ask you who is in charge here, you or the device. Guarding your ruling faculty starts with a very physical act. Deciding who is allowed to knock. The fifth rule. Do one thing, fully. You think you are multitasking, but you are not. You are just switching, badly, and paying a tax on every switch. The mind that is split across 5 tabs is not present in any of them. The Stoics prized full presence, doing what is before you with your complete attention, as if it were the last thing you would do. When you eat, eat. When you work, work. When you talk to someone you love, put the glass slab down and actually be there. Fragmented attention is a fragmented life. You will feel busy and accomplish little, and worse, you will miss your own existence while it is happening. Depth is a choice. Choose one thing, and give it all of you. The sixth rule. Protect your morning and your evening. The first hour after you wake and the last hour before you sleep are the gates of your day. Whatever you let through those gates shapes everything between them. If the very first thing you do is grab your phone and pour the world's chaos straight into your still waking mind, you have lost the day before it began. The Stoics practiced a morning preparation and an evening review, bookending their day with reflection rather than noise. Guard those 2 hours. Wake, and let your own thoughts speak before the algorithm does. Sleep, and let your mind settle instead of scrolling into anxiety. Own the edges of your day, and the middle takes care of itself. The seventh rule. Audit weekly what took your mind. At the end of the week, sit down and look honestly at where your attention actually went. Not where you meant it to go. Where it went. Your screen time report will tell you a truth you might not want to hear. Seneca kept a nightly account of himself, reviewing his conduct like a man settling the books. Do the same with your attention. What consumed your hours? What did you give your mind to, and did it give anything back? This is not about guilt. It is about waking up. You cannot guard what you never measure. Look at the numbers, feel the weight of them, and adjust. A life is just attention, spent. Make sure you are spending yours on purpose. So here is the truth the Stoics understood and the modern world works hard to make you forget. Your attention is your life. Where it goes, you go. What it touches, you become. You can spend your one wild and precious mind on outrage manufactured by strangers, on notifications that mean nothing, on a scroll that never ends and never satisfies. Or you can guard it like the treasure it is. Marcus is dead. Seneca is dead. Epictetus is dead. But the choice they pointed to is alive in your hands right now, in this very moment, with this very breath. Guard your attention. It is the most valuable thing you own. And no one is coming to protect it for you.